Hey everybody, if you're not sure who I am, you haven't seen any of our previous videos, my name is Dave, and today I'm going to be pulling that Series 90 Bell & Gosset pump up there and replacing the pump seal in it. I'm not going to go through showing you how to replace the pump seal. There's plenty of videos out there to do that. What I am going to do, I'm going to show you how I drop that motor and how I like to put them back up when I'm working alone. Most of the time I say 99% of the time I am working alone. So for you mechanics out there who do work alone, I'm sure you have your own little tricks of how to do things that keep you from having to call in one of your buddies to help you out, because usually everybody else is busy. But I'm in my favorite building right now. This building is kind of starting to its age where it's starting to fall apart. It's kind of like a old Ford truck when it hits 200,000 miles. Just everything starts to fly apart, and you guys start dumping a lot of money into it. I feel that's kind of the age of this building, because it seems like I'm up here a lot, doing a lot of work. So, like I say, I'm just going to show you a good way to drop that pump when you're working by yourself. I know you might say I'm going to be using a rope. You might say, why can't you use the rope and just tie it through the conduit hole where you pull the conduit out? Yeah, you could do that, but the thing that I'm showing you is when you're putting it back up. Because when you're putting that pump back up, you want it to be level to where you can slide it back in. That way you're not going to tear your volute gasket or mess anything up that you're working on. So that's pretty much what I'm going to show you, and I'm going to go ahead and get started on it. I'm going to be speeding up through it until I drop it, and I'll show you what I'm doing there. But what I'm going to be using magnets. Now you got to be sure if you guys are going to use magnets, that the magnets are going to support the weight that you are going to attach them to. These here are pretty nice magnets. I know that they work because I've used them quite a few times, and that's how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on it. Like I said, I'm going to be fast forwarding through a lot of it. I already got most of the bolts out. I got my power disconnected, got the water shut off to it. So I'm going to go ahead and get it hooked up and start pulling it out. You want to test it, feel it, make sure it's going to hold for you. Luckily, I got a rail right here, which don't do me good when I'm up on the rail, but it helps me out when I'm down here on the ground. All right, here we go. You get me a little screwdriver, stick up in there, just to break that seal. Guys, this thing is really in there tight. I didn't expect it to be in there that tight. Another bolt in there. This is our safety. Woo! Need to go get my safety glasses. As I need to go get my hammer and my safety glasses. I'm going to get this pump down out of there because it is really in there tight. just want to take it and secure it in case it tries to drop down out of there real quick. I've only got a couple bolts in it. There we go. Oh yeah. There we are. Now we got it nice and loose. Get out of the way. Bring it down nice and easy. There we go. Like I say, this way I can put it back up, and when I'm pushing it in, I can control it and put these magnets where I want it to control the angle, so I can shove it in nice and even and get it bolted up. Everything be good. And there we go. Okay guys, I am back. Got the new pump seal installed. Everything went well. A lot of times you have problems getting these pulled off. You gotta be careful when you're taking these off that you do not bend the impeller. But got it off there pretty good and got it back together. Got the seal all in nice. Got the new volute gasket on here. Just used a little bit of silicone. And it's ready to go up. But the way that I'm hanging this and using my magnets now, since I know I'm going to be messing with it a little bit up top, unless it's going to be letting it loose and dropping it down, I make sure that my top is nice and clean. I've got good magnetic connection here. I use a piece of duct tape in between the two just to keep the magnets from sliding together like that, which they might want to do when you're pulling up. I'll put all my pressure knot onto this here. Put all my pressure, that's going to be my pressure spot so I can keep my unit level. And I also went in and tied in a safety into my conduit hole, just in case something happens, because like I say, I know I'm going to be up there messing with them. I'm not just going to be taking it loose and bringing it to the ground on a quick drop. And I'm going to go ahead and get started on it. All right, here we go. All right, got one in nice and neat. See, I can hold this now with one hand and have another hand free to go ahead and put that in. And the pump staying level. It's not being cockeyed, trying to fall back out, anything. So using magnets and doing it this way, it always works good for me. I do it quite often if I'm doing just a OBG 100 on a small boiler or something. That way I can hold a boiler up in the air while I'm pulling the spring coupling off of it. If I change spring coupling on it, makes it easy to do. That way I don't have to on-wire it and pull it out. I can just use a magnet, use a rope, throw it up over something and hold on to her. Makes her simple. A lot of times, like right now, if I wanted to take this rope and tie it off and use two hands, I could do that. But things are going smooth, so I'm going to continue with what I'm doing. Alright, I can go ahead and walk away from it at this point. I've got it all locked up on there. And I'm going to go ahead and get this here locked down, get the water turned back on to it, get it wired up, get the pump back online because I've got another one to do today. And hope you learned a little something, and thanks for watching.